everyone, welcome back to MoNayandBaby. If you guys are new here, my name is Renee and this is MoNayandBaby. And today, I'm going to be telling you guys a story about Just kidding, I'm not reading this book to you guys. Look how adorable this little girl looks with her little Christmas bow. You're so cute. Today I'm going to be telling you guys a story on how I almost cut my whole finger off. It was traumatic. The recording you're about to see is the day after the accident happened. Hey guys, if you haven't heard yet, I got stitches last night. Around 3 o'clock, I was doing a Pinterest DIY like bowling set with cans. And you know, I did it a few times and I was trying to get the sharp part off the can. I swear, I am so stupid.
Cotton-headed ninny-muggins.
I did it a few times and it worked. So I'm like, what's a few more times? So I tried cutting the really sharp part off the can. The can opener missed the spot. So I decided to pull on it. And as I'm pulling on it, it's starting to come off, starting to come off, starting to come off. And I'm like, okay, I stopped and I was gonna try the can opener again. And I'm like, wait, let me just try one more time because it's starting to come off. Even just thinking about it like makes me like, ugh. Cause I can't even look at that can anymore. I had to throw it out. Like other cans I could look at. That can I cannot look at anymore. Just thinking about it and you know, it'll cross my mind just the pain that I felt, the feeling of my hand slicing. It's like just comes over me every now and then and I get like all grossed out and like I get weird. I didn't sleep good last night because of what happened and it was just a bad time. As I'm pulling on it, the ring that I was pulling on snapped into one straight line and my hand slid straight across the metal piece. Even just thinking about it like grosses me out. I can deal with anything animals. It's people I can't deal with. Blood with people, especially myself. I don't get queasy and I don't like faint. It's just like, ugh. This is the end result. After it happened, I saw immediate blood all over the place. I went to the sink and I started running it underwater and it's just blood all over the place. It was under the water for like a good 3 minutes and it just wouldn't stop and I was trying to see how bad it was and I couldn't see. It was just so bloody, so I'm like, crap, you know, I really have to, like, I think I have to go to the hospital. I grabbed the dish rag, I had an orange dish rag. I grabbed the orange dish rag, wrapped my hand in it, put immediate pressure. I think I just kind of walked around for a minute in disbelief of what just happened and I don't know, I was just like my heart started racing really fast and I didn't hyperventilate, but I get like when something bad happens I immediately like start going crazy. I didn't go crazy but because Julia was there and I didn't want like Julia to see that I was hurt. I called Mariano and I'm like, oh Mariano, where are you? Because he just left work and he works an hour away. So I'm like, Mariano, where are you? And he's like, oh, I'm still an hour away, what's up? And I'm like, I'm like, don't be mad. I said, I have to go to the hospital. I need stitches. I'm like, I sliced my finger open really bad. He's like, how did you do that? And I'm like, you don't even want to know. I'm not even gonna tell you. He's like, great. He's like, please go. He's like, calm down, just please go. Meanwhile, I have this hand wrapped in a rag and I couldn't do anything with it. So I'm trying to get Julia's shoes on and I'm ready. So I'm trying to get Julia's shoes on and I'm trying to do everything with the one hand and my heart's racing and I'm getting all nervous because I'm like, oh my God, my finger's gonna fall off. I'm missing my finger. Oh crap, wait, my finger's starting to go numb. This finger right here started to go numb. It started at the tip and it started to get all tingly and I'm like, oh my God, how deep did I cut it? Because I didn't look at it again. I never got a good look at it. It was just too bloody to even see where I got cut. So I'm trying to get her shoes. I get the pocketbook and stuff like that. As I'm going down the steps, I wasn't even gonna put Julia's shoes on as I was getting in the car, but I had to slide Julia's shoes on. I had to try and get my own shoes on. I grabbed my pocketbook. Luckily, we were dressed. As I'm walking out the door, I call my mom and I'm like, Mom, because my sister cut off the tip of her finger a while ago. Well, she got it sewed back on and everything, but I'm like, Ma, when Nicole cut off the tip of her finger, did her finger go numb? She's like, well, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, how deep did I cut this? I didn't think a can could cut you that bad. I still didn't know how deep it was. I didn't even know if I needed stitches. I was just like, my finger's going numb, blood all over the place. Like, I have to go to the hospital. And especially I'm pregnant, I'm high risk pregnancy, like I have to go. It's a can, like cans are dirty. Like trying to get Julia in the car seat with the one hand, and I'm trying to work with it, and oh my God, it was such a disaster. I don't know how I got Julia in the car seat. There's little buildings all over the place, random, with the hospital name on it. So as I'm trying to type it in the GPS, my mom's calling me, Mariano's calling me, and my phone's like at 10%, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, please stop calling me. I'm trying to find a hospital, and I'm trying to drive with my bum hand. It's taking me to all these different buildings, and then it's trying to tell me to go to a hospital that's 30 minutes away when I know there's a hospital like 10 minutes away. After driving for like 10 minutes, I pulled over on the side of the road and I tried to find like an actual emergency room. So I found one that was 9 minutes away. Traffic, of course, so a half hour later, my hand's bleeding all over the place in this rag. I finally got to the hospital. I called Mariano when I got there. By now, like, I'm calm already. You know, I look at the rag. My thumb part was, because I cut my thumb too, my thumb was bleeding through the rag, but I couldn't see this one yet, and I didn't look at it. So I got Julia out of the car, I told Mariano that I was there, and I gave him the address of the hospital that I was at. He was like 20 minutes away by that point. When I got to the hospital, right before I walked in the door, I'm like, you know what, let me just look at it just to be sure that I need stitches, because if it's not deep, I'm leaving. So I look at it and I'm like, there was fat all hanging out of my finger. It was really disgusting. And I could have swore I needed stitches in my thumb too. But as time went on, that started to close and stopped bleeding. So you know what, I'm like, don't even bother putting stitches in my thumb. I don't think it needs it. She's like, yeah, I don't think it needs it either. She's like, I could put 3 in it just so it doesn't scar. And I'm like, I don't care about the scar. It's fine. When I went there, I told the lady, I'm like, you know, I need stitches and stuff like that. And they took me in fairly quick. It was like 15 minutes and they took me in. Mariano still wasn't there yet. I had to let everyone know that I was high-risk pregnancy. They numbed my finger up with lidocaine. They couldn't do the lidocaine and something else because I was pregnant and I was high risk, so they couldn't do that. The last time I got my tetanus shot was 6 years ago when I got this scar on my forehead. She said the tetanus shot is good for 10 years, but either way, because I'm pregnant, I'm gonna be getting the Tdap shot soon. I didn't get with Julia, so I don't think I'm gonna get it this time either. So when the lady came in, she numbed my finger. She stuck the needle in once here, once over here, and then again up here, and then she stuck it twice over here, once here, and once here, and then up here. Those were it was more painful than getting cut, actually. The skin was just so sensitive and my hand was so swollen, and oh my God, I've never been stabbed in the top of my hand before. It hurts so bad. Labor wasn't even that bad. Getting stabbed to get my finger numbed was worse than labor. I couldn't even keep quiet. Like, I'm sitting there going, ugh. Like, I'm like, ow, 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 ow. And then I'm like, oh my God. And I'm sitting there making a face. It hurts so bad. She's like, I'm sorry. And she continues to stab my hand. Thank God she numbed it though, because I would not have been able to sat there and get those stitches done. So I got 8 stitches. She even had to like push the fat back in my finger because it was all hanging out of my finger. It was really gross. So I got 8 stitches across here. The only reason why they put this cast on my finger was because it was numb and I couldn't really move it when they were trying to push on it. So they think I hit my tendon, but I didn't cut through it. I have to keep it straight so that the tendon will heal. I just have to keep it in this cast, which it's the stupidest cast in the world. It has this metal piece that comes over the top, and this finger has to be taped to this finger so that I don't want to bend it. There's this metal piece right here that's making this finger crooked. Extremely uncomfortable. I don't know why she wouldn't just give me one that is over the top and the bottom. She had to give me one that was over the side. It looks like Frankenstein, you know, and Frankenstein has all these stitches because he's got different people's body parts all together. Like, that's what it looks like. Someone else's finger is sewed to the tip of my finger. Like, it's so gross. This is the first time I've ever gotten stitches. Me versus Can. The Can won. But my hand is all cleared up. You can see I have a little scar here and a little scar here. And the numbness pretty much almost went away, but it's still there. Overall, I am very thankful I didn't cut my whole finger off. Thank you so much for watching, guys. That is the end of the Elf on the Shelf book. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to comment down below what you guys think of this video. I usually don't do storytime videos, so this is something new. So if you want to see more storytime videos, please comment down below. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Bye.